And I remember meeting Jake, and he had his long hair, of course, and I thought just this like dirty little hippie kid.
Well, I met Jake in 7th grade with his long Jesus hair.
Long hair, oh my god. I used to think he was like one of them goth kids, and I was like scared to talk to him. But then when I did talk to him, he was the nicest kid I've ever met in my life. He was not as scary as he looked.
I met Jake in middle school. I remember he was all like awkward and like short and chubby, and he tried to dye his hair black and it wound up being blue. So fun.
Well, Jacob moved here, and Alan was like took the initiative to be like, hey Jacob, like you need to meet everyone. Like here's my friend Ben. You need to meet this guy.
Grab sticks and we start like fighting plants and like, I don't know, we were just being dumb as fuck. And I come running out of the woods with my sticks in the air going, "Ah!" And I like stop dead in my tracks when I realize it's a construction worker taking a piss. We're just inside the ShopRite spot and he just turns around, he's got this look on his face like, the fuck is this kid doing?
That's great.
So then we ran back into the woods and we died laughing.
And stuff. Jake would squish like lightning bugs all together with his hands and rub them into my hair real deep so I still have lightning bug bits like all stuck in my hair. It always smelled so bad, so that reminds me of him. Like that smell.
He was so goofy all the time. Like, I miss that. I miss having that goofy person to be with and be really weird with all the time, because he just would join along. Like, it wasn't like it was weird. Like, he would just be goofy with me. And I don't know, I miss him a lot.
Just bring the car around.
You look like a turtle.
Hey,
You have to be fatter to be an old person.
I do not.
Yes, you do.
I'm all
Either
skin
they're
and
really,
bones.
really, really skinny.
It's mostly skin.
You'd be wearing tackier clothes. Isn't it weird? Our generation, when we get old, what are we gonna look like?
Tacky, by the next future standards, they're all gonna wear single-colored jumpsuits.
Ooh, I like that.
And our buttons and zippers and all the bells and whistles are gonna look all corny. We're gonna be old.
All right, where did you park?
Bring it around.
So we started, going to like Wendy's and like just diners in general, any diner, and we just ate food all the time and spent money on food all the time.
One wanted to take my mom to the pizza shop to get the pizza. Everyone was lazy. I was like, I don't want to go and do it. Jacob stands up. It's like, I'll take you. My mom never stopped saying how special she felt because Jacob drove her to the pizza shop to bring pizza home for the whole party.
I had a few people over and I get this call from Jake around like 9. And he's just like, yo Casey, I was like, what's up? He's just like, can I pretty much destroy your kitchen? I was just like, okay, well, what are you gonna do? And he's like, I'm gonna cook some vegetables and stuff.
But his meat is being washed for
That's right, explain it to the camera.
smoothification.
Yeah, we're not juicing, we're gonna make a smoothie.
I never thought I would become that close to Justin or Jacob in that like short amount of time, I guess. It's really cool.
Remember that it was like probably one of the like best vacations I've ever had. It was the first time I've ever, gone somewhere and like not been with family at all.
Little oddball, just like me. We just always were good friends, always clicked. Friendship never faltered, even though we wouldn't have classes together or anything.
The Acme parking lot, we all played frisbee in the rain, getting soaking wet, sliding all over the place, and having a great time.
It was always an adventure with Jake. Always had something to do. Always needed I don't know, just to get out of the house. Just get out of everywhere. Escape life for a little bit.
So I think I found out how to actually record a video as opposed to taking a bunch of little pictures and such. Hey, how's it going? I missed you. I'm on the train to see you. Can you hear me? Love you. Bye.
Go in the store.
Yeah.
Actually, good lighting. You look like a human being and not an alien right
I
now.
look like an alien before
Well,
you
you
even
have-
tell me.
Car conversations. We always had those. He'd drive me and Justin home almost every day, and we just chill out and just talk about anything and everything. It was like therapy, but we also asked each other really stupid questions, like what if questions.
Really wise. Like he always really thought about everyone's problems and listened to everyone and always wanted to help people.
Yeah.
And I try and be like him now. Like I try and help people and be wise and think about everything I do and say. Because he was always like that.
I don't know, Jake's awesome. You could talk to him about anything and he wouldn't like judge you or like give a fuck at all.
I think before we started dating, I was sort of like a mess. You know, I didn't really think about the future. I didn't really want to go to college. And he kind of like restored me to my good self, and he saw that in me even when I was like being a bad kid.
Fausto really loved him like as a good worker and as a great person. And basically Jake had said like, hey dude, like my friend just applied, he's just like me, so let's try and get him over here.
Something about fruit. It's always like, watermelon is the natural Viagra. And then he's like, beets too, and celery. And I was like, interesting.
This is why he's
We're
children,
talking about
right?
the beets. Wait, this is why he has children? There's one. But he was telling me about the beets, and then this smoothie came up. Beets used in smoothies. Because I told him I didn't know what to use the smoothies for. And he was like, you roasted like potatoes and stuff like that. And then he was like, but, like he always does, he's like, you could juice them.
You know, after I left high school, we kind of like, I don't want to say drifted, but I didn't get to see him a lot, especially with him, you know, being in college and then also working a lot.
I saw Ben hanging out in front of his house the other day, and I like didn't have my contacts in, like I forgot to put them in that day, and I heard someone go, Alyssa, like in that voice, and like I just like, it was one of those moments where like, I was like, Jacob, like, you know, like first instinct, and I was like, oh.
I miss him in school every day, in our comm class and our archery class. He was such like a bright person, always making fun of everyone, but like in a nice way. Always being like, Kelly, you're so fickle, stop. That was his favorite thing. Just like, okay, I'll stop being fickle.
I mean, basically all the other experiences that I had were Jacob and Brittany.
I don't know, I guess the best part was when he started going out with you, Brittany.
Aw.
Because it was like, oh my gosh, two really good friends, now they're together. And I was like, this is pretty sweet. And it just worked so well.
When we started dating, like his sister was like, you're really lucky to have Jake, right? He's like really wise. And I was like, yeah, I know.
So cute. You guys were so cute too.
Welcome to Jacob's fabulous car. Well, I have a really bad feeling that like the only time we're gonna watch this is like we break up and I'm like crying my eyes out.
Oh, I love you.
Promise?
I promise, I love you.
Know me forever?
I love you forever.
There you go.
No partying. I'm doing it.
Yeah, there's your oh baby.
Love you.
I love you too.
Just wanted to give you a call back in Dunstone. I guess just the thing that's shaking that. But I love you more than anything in the whole entire universe. You know, thinking of you. I just got back to my car. I had to drive home into the bed. So cold in my car. Anyway, I had a really, really good night. I kind of miss it. You're wonderful. I love you so much. More than anything in the whole life. Thinking of you always. I'm gonna go to bed with a smile on my face thinking about you and how wonderful you are, how lucky I am to have you. Anyway, sweetheart, my love. Love you so much. Sweet dreams.
For the river a little bit.
Yeah.
Okay.